Friends, this is Sam Disraeli of your tech department, and I wanted to let you know about a new scam that just crossed my desk today. It's a new twist on an old scam that you might recognize, but this one is especially distressing for two reasons. Scammers often use personal information they find about you on the dark web and use it to scare you into believing that they know more about you than they really do. In this case, the scammer sends a letter saying, I know you. I know your email address. I know your name. They might even say, I know your address or your birthday or your phone number. And they use this information to convince you that they're already inside your computer when they actually are not. It is absolutely not the case with these scams most of the time. But this one was especially distressing for two reasons. And the piece of information that they showed the user in the email was their credit card number. Here's a copy of the letter. And when the user called me and said, I've gotten this letter, do I need to scan my machine? Is there a concern that they're actually inside my machine? We have them protected. We know that the bad guys aren't in that machine. But the first questions out of my mouth is that actually your credit card number? And it was. The fact that a scammer would find this credit card number and choose to use this piece of information to validate themselves as being inside your computer is pretty distressing, and I can understand that for the user. In the end, my simplest explanation was to run a dark web scan for the user and show them that their name, actually I first scanned their email and showed them that they had used this credit card in no less than 6 purchases online in the last couple of months. We matched that up with a dark web scan and was able to find that this breach happened to be from Neiman Marcus. Now, here's the information on the Neiman Marcus hack, okay? Here's the even more distressing part. They said, this is actually from a website called Have I Been Pwned, which you've seen me talk about in the past, is a very useful tool. And it was part of the dark web scan that we used to identify that this person's information was found exactly in this hack from May of 2024. It also, Have I Been Pwned, gives some deeper information. From there, we actually, once we knew it was a Neiman Marcus hack, and based on some of the information that they highlight, which is compromised data, dates of birth, email addresses, IP addresses, names. Now, they say in this report partial credit card data, along with phone numbers, physical addresses, and purchases. But I wanted to actually look deeper into the Neiman Marcus posting and announcement of the breach themselves. This is from the NeimanMarcusGroup.com website about their hack. And they again say of the information, the types of personal information affected varied by individual. And they say again, names, credit information, contact information, credit cards, phone numbers. And then they again say partial credit card numbers without expiration dates or CVVs. I think what they probably should be saying is partial credit card data, not partial credit card numbers, because it is obvious from this letter that they actually had the full credit card number, and it probably came from this hack. So the fact that Neiman Marcus is saying that only partial credit card information was given out, partial credit card numbers were disclosed, may not be entirely accurate. And that's even more distressing, that a breach notification letter may actually be incorrect. But that's not for us to decide. That's for their forensic people and the lawyers and all this other nonsense. But the fact that this user got an email that ties to a credit card that was used in Neiman Marcus in April, and their entire credit card number was disclosed back to them, doesn't speak well to Neiman Marcus's disclosure and full transparency about this issue. I just wanted to make sure you were out there and aware that this kind of hack, this kind of scam is going on as a result of this kind of hack. If you see a letter like this, don't jump to a conclusion that they are in your machine. Do not pay the ransom. Do not pay the ransom. Find someone you trust as a tech professional, have them scan your machine. If you're comfortable doing it yourself, do it yourself. If you've got antivirus, use it. Otherwise, again, you're welcome to call us here at Your Tech Department. yourtech.co is the website, 203-883-0000. We'll be happy to give you an opinion and try to make sure, but if especially if you were caught in one of these hacks, keep an eye out. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Be safe. Don't let the hackers drive you crazy, but do keep an eye on your cyber.